ever say to yourself, hey, I miss myself some D of FTO Nerd Talk? What the hell is this guy? Because he's been gone, AWOL. Like, hey, make a podcast, man. Never fear. Here I am. Podcast, ahoy. Let's do this. Let's go strong to the rim and punch it in a hole. Or make a hole inside of it. Whichever one gets a hole into something, I'm your guy. Hey guys, I'm D of FTO Nerd Talk. I don't know what that intro was, but you know what? It was fun. It was nice. This is day 3 of me accepting the breakup that I am going through with my significant other, who is now my ex. And I am doing a podcast. You say to yourself, hey, where the hell's Justin? Don't worry about Justin. Justin's still around. We got a whole podcast that Justin decided to use some new equipment on. And it sounds like he is trapped in a netherverse. I told myself, hey man, I can't use this. Then I called him up and say, hey man, we can't use this. But you know what? I'm going to use it. I'm going to post it on the weekend, so screw it. I am going through the motions of this emotion. I'm putting on my happy entertainer face and going strong. I keep teetering to that door saying, hey, let's be a bigot and be a jackass and just go to the ways that I used to be before I started FTO. And you know what? Who is that going to serve? No one. So I'm not going to do it. We got a hefty show for you today. Did I bring anything to talk about on this episode? You know I didn't. I'm in the car talking about all this stuff, doing it by myself again. That's not a jab at my co-host at all. Just like, you know what? Just doing it again. I feel like I needed to go a little solo, Han style, on this bad boy to clear my head. I just got back from the gym. My heart is a-racing. I got an update on my phone coming up soon because I was at the gym and the damn thing kept disconnecting. So that was pissing me right the hell off. But, you know, before we get into like the topics and the news and all the discussion that is today in the day's news, I could tell you about all the stuff that happened throughout this first and a half week of January 2024. Nuts. So for Cat Williams said, hey, Bernie Mac was getting ripped off by some folks like you, Steve Harvey. Whom else was getting ripped off? Oh yeah, he was by Cedric the Entertainer. Wild. A lot of people getting ripped off, comedic wise. He just spilling the tea on everybody who is problematic in the comedian entertainment world. He also reminded us how incredibly athletic he is. If you guys can check out his Instagram page, it's like how fast this guy can run. Cat Williams got some speed on him. Just saying. He's an older guy, but he got some gusto attached to him. When we heard about scientists telling us, like, hey, you guys going to live to probably about 140 years old. So buckle up. I believe it. I really do. It must be all the GMOs that make it last longer. All those chemicals. It's whatever. Hey, you wanna mess around with my DNA with all these GMOs, these Cheetos, this American cheese we've been eating? By all means, I put it in my belly, make me older. I'll take it. You want me to be All Might? I'll be All Might. The American version. Michigan Punch. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that happened. Jonathan Majors is making a fool of himself right now. But he's making a fool of himself in a whole entirely different way. A lot of us saw that trial that went on with him and his significant other, his ex. You know, that thing that got him fired from Disney. But you know what? Disney said, you know what, guys? We are forgiving. Yeah, I know. So how about we, us being Disney / ABC, put you on our show, Good Morning America, to talk about your incident that got you fired by us. What? I mean, they must have got like a good pension. Like, you know, that must be like a stipulation in this contract. Like, if you get fired from us, you still got to do an interview and talk about like why you got fired. You see what I mean? And like, he did it. He did do it. He did the thing, but he did put a spin on it. The interviewer asked, hey, what is it like having Megan Good, your lovely, older, significant other, be with you throughout this time of crisis? What is that like for you? And he surprisingly said, she's been very compassionate and caring. She's been like my Coretta Scott King. Bro. What? So it really put out there that Jonathan Majors, the sensational star of the very pro-black TV show, Lovecraft Country, has a fetish with Coretta Scott King. Hey man, if it gets your rocks off, it gets your rocks off. But I don't know if that was the right way to tell people that that's your fetish. I'm just saying. Hey, I like women with eye patches. That's my jam and jelly right there. Like, a woman with an eye patch, whew, that is my go-to. So do not, I know I just said this, do not start sending me pictures of women with eye patches. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm serious. I know you guys listen to this. I see how many people listen to this, but don't take pictures of yourselves and put eye patches on and send them to me. And don't send me pictures of women who are very attractive with eye patches. This isn't me winking. I'm not winking. Don't do that. Laughing through the pain, folks. That's how I used to do it. When I go through a major breakup, I used to scorch earth, destroy everything. All pictures, all past, all of it. But throughout this relationship I was in, I was putting myself through a healing process. So I'm not going to be doing that this time. It's not just because of my kids. It's just like, I'm not going to do it. Just going to put myself through that turmoil. Because it wasn't all bad, the relationship. And you know what? Like, why? Like, I liked it enough to take those pictures. I liked it enough to be a part of it. Like, it just hurts now. So just gotta endure. I've been enduring for a very long time in my life. Well, I endure just a little bit longer. So, like, it's a grief process for me right now. But you know what? Caress Scott King, she is holding me down. So, why did I do that? It doesn't matter. Anyway, the Golden Globes also happened. Fucking hell. The Golden Globes happened, and when black women turned up for this bad boy. Like, yeah, The Bear, Secession, who else? Beef. They all got their flowers. Beef was a big surprise for me. Like, I like Beef. I'm not gonna sweep that on the rug. I like Beef. It was a good series. It really was. So was Bear. And like we talked about that a few episodes ago. I watched it. My now ex suggested I give it a watch. I gave it a watch. Watched 2 seasons in a binge mode frenzy, and I loved it. And like it deserves its flowers. It got the flowers that it deserves. So yeah. But like the Golden Globes, I didn't watch it. I watched the highlights. I'm a little disappointed I didn't watch it, but the host was kind of I forgot his name, but like he wasn't the best host from what I saw. I saw like his highlights too. It was a nice thing to be said about the host of the Golden Globes. But maybe the Oscars is the place to go. Angela Bassett got herself an Oscar and gave probably one of the best speeches I've heard in a very long time. I mean, yeah, Michelle Yeoh gave a speech at her Oscars last year, which was pretty damn resounding. But Angela Bassett, my goodness. Like, I listened. I didn't just hear it. I listened to what she was saying. Like, and what she was saying is like a lot of stuff that we've been saying on the podcast, a lot of stuff that we've been saying amongst the community. Like, we want to see people get these W's for being great. Not just like because they're the first or they're the only, as she said, as Angela Bassett said. We want to see it because they got this W. And a healthy competition is good. That's why I created FTO Awards. Because a healthy competition is just that. It's a healthy competition. I'm here for a healthy competition. But like when it's on a fair playing field. Because we all know, even if you don't agree with it, that Angela Bassett, like, she stole the show at the Wakanda Forever movie was decent. At best. Let's be real with each other. You may have your own perspective about that film. It may have changed your life. It may have spoke to you in ways that I can't even put words to. But like that movie was alright at best. Let's be real with each other. Let's just be real. Like you can like something and it not be good. You just can. Like you can like something but it still not be that good. But Angela Bassett in that movie, that was everything. That was everything and then some. That was everything and then some. And the fact that Shuri's parents were both murdered, and Angela Bassett did what she did before it happened. Spoiler alert. Like it just, yeah, she deserved that. And that award she gave, wow. I wonder if that was her award speech, when she thought she may have won the Oscar for Wakanda Forever. Just makes me think. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I know it was a resounding speech. She deserved the praise that she got for it. I'm glad everyone is taking note. She did one of those slow-mo videos at the Golden Globes, which I loved. That was beautiful. Gosh, she's such a gorgeous woman. Courtney B. Vance. My goodness, man. You got one of the most talented ladies on your arms on a constant. Good on you. Angela Bassett, you are one of the most talented ladies in Hollywood, period. Good on you. Like, they are a power couple, and I'm here to watch them do whatever they possibly can to keep themselves going and striding, like, for everyone to see. Not just because they are first and onlys, but because they are sensational. I am here for all the greatness that is that. Like, that win gave, like, it inspired me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I have been, like, pretty down and blah lately, but seeing that was pretty beautiful. Just saying. Like, it just was. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, it was pretty damn phenomenal. So, yeah. What else do we have to talk about this week? Because I literally don't have much to talk about of anything else. So I'm going to go to my handy-dandy comic book news app and see what I can talk about in the world of comic book news or things of such. Let's see. Rick and Michonne is returning to The Walking Dead in February. That's interesting. The Ones Who Live is what they're calling it. So, it's a trailer. Drop for that. X-Men Designated Survivor Star dies. Aiden Canton. He's also an X-Men. He died at 42. Rest in peace. Who else? Young Mazzino joins The Last of Us Season 2. The Beef star. The star from Beef. He's going to be joining Last of Us, second season. What else we got? 28 years later sequel in development. Wow, seriously? A new Star Trek movie happening with Andor's director. Really? Hello. A new Star Trek movie. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't even know about that. That's new to me. What else we got? Hobie Brown's coming back in a new comic. Let's see. What else we got? We got Mayor of Kingstown, Season 3 with Jeremy Renner. He shared his first photo back on the set after his accident. I think about actors and when they get hurt, or actors when they get like an illness and not disclosed, like Jamie Foxx and stuff like that. Like, I have trust issues when it comes to Hollywood. Just gonna put it out there. I'm not trying to dismiss what's going on with these individuals, but like, we all know Jeremy Renner went through like a whole thing with his wife, and like a lot of people don't talk about that anymore because of like, his accident. It's a lot like what's going on with Majors and his incident. We're not talking about like what happened to him. We're talking about like how he's talking about Coretta Scott King. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. Supergirl, they got 3 actors to test for Supergirl in the new DCU film. Speaking of the DCU universe, I swear, James Gunn, if you don't stop talking about like what we want or don't want in these DCU films and just make these damn films, I am going to lose it, bro. Like, I don't need you asking me questions about Trunks on Superman. I just don't. That is irrelevant to me. Just make the movie. Like, how that costume is going to look, it doesn't matter. Two shakes of a lamb's tail to me. I just don't care. Just make the movie. If he has Trunks, I'll be happy. If he doesn't, I won't. But I won't know that until the movie comes out, So, I mean, I like Man of Steel until like the last 10 minutes, and it had nothing to do with Trunks. I'll tell you that. It had nothing to do with Trunks. Ultimate Spider-Man. Justin's going to be very happy about this. They got the new comic book out. They got a review out there if you're looking to check it out from comicbook.com. Echo has the first 3 seasons dropping. I don't know if I'm going to watch it. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to watch it. They do have the chronological order of the MCU universe. All of the TV shows and movies, all in order. Even like the 3-minute shorts, all in order. And here's the major kick to all of that. The major kick is that now the Marvel Netflix shows like Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Daredevil, Punisher, they're all canon. They're all part of the MCU universe. So they are all in order chronological of the MCU. So that's also something. I'm just dropping you guys like all the tidbits. Like I told you, January is weird. January has been like a flood of just stuff. A flood of stuff. What else I got? Madam Web cast photo officially reveals Dakota Johnson's Spider-Man universe suit. I haven't seen it, and I'm not going to open up this link to look at it. It's from Heroic Hollywood. You can go there and check that out there if you want to. But like that's where I got this news article from. Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Developed teases a big Easter egg. I don't care. Like, just show me. Like, I'm the same way about this and with James Gunn. Just show it to me. I don't want you to keep on talking to me about it. Like, because when you keep on talking about it, it's annoying. So just do it. Just put it out there. Just do it. And that'd be that. The new episode of Percy Jackson's out right now. And Jack Reacher, I think, drops on Thursday or Friday. I don't know. I'm not really big on the Percy Jackson. Like, I've already seen the movie. And, like, this plays out a lot like that. Just a bit more nuanced, actually. But this Jack Reacher, whoo! I am, like, waiting every week to watch this bad boy. I am biased. Alan Richardson is really cool in my eyes. Ever since Tad from Blue Mountain State. If you guys know, you know. Some of you may know him from Hawk from the Titans. Maybe. Like, he'll always be Tad in my eyes. I don't care. Like, whatever. He is Tad. Like, if they ever, like, redo that show, like, maybe, like 2065, and, like, redo that whole thing to do a campy, like, 2000s, this is what it was like in 2000s, people were just really stupid, like, and they recast Tad, like, you can't beat Alan's character, like, you can't read, like, his interaction, because, like, he went hard, and if you watch Blue Mountain State, and then immediately watch Reacher, you say, so, like, these can't be the same guys, but they are. And it's fun to watch. So, Reacher is one of my favorite shows right now. Like, Archer. Oh, good gosh, Archer. Archer just had his series finale. The series is over. I know a lot of you fell off. About 5-6 years ago, they told us that the show was going to get 3 more seasons. And it's going to get like a movie to end it. And FX kept their word. I was very surprised to see that FX kept their word, because they did in fact get 3 more seasons while Archer was in a coma, mind you, and like 2 more after that. After that news had dropped, they got 2 more seasons after that, and then they did drop a movie, an hour-long movie to end and put a bow on everything. We did not get a goodbye from Mallory because, you know, her, like, the voice. Like, so rough to hear about that, but like she passed. So, you know, good God. But it was a good ending. Like, you can tell, like, this is getting to me. Like, I was big fan of the show. It had a good ending. If you haven't seen Archer, if it fell off, it's like, Archer, Archer, it's in the same Archer, Archer, like, Lana, like, all that stuff. Get over yourself. Move on. Move past it, folks. Move past it. But, try to open a Metacritic so I can, like, see, just so I can see what's out there. Like, I would feel bad if I didn't put out, you know, whatever that's new that's out there that you guys should probably be watching. I see Mean Girls is, like, surging again. Is like the new one or the old one? Which Mean Girls is it? Because the new one came out yet, hasn't it? It is, though. Wow. Mean Girls has a rating. It came out the 12th of January. It's not even 12th yet. It's the 10th, isn't it? Yeah, it's 10th. So this is our early release scores for Mean Girls. That's a 59. Yowzer. Yeesh. Hope that does better when it releases. That's wow. What else we got? Echo has a 62% on Metacritic. The Beekeeper has a 53% with Jason Statham. What else we got? The Book of Clarence was Lakeith Stanfield, 59%. What else we have? The Brother's Son, 61%. These scores are not promising. Night Swim is 43%. Society of the Snow. What the hell is this? 71%. Hold on, go back. What the hell is Society of the Snow? I'm going to read the synopsis. The flight of a rugby team crashes on a glacier in the Andes. A few passengers who survived the crash find themselves in one of the world's toughest environments to survive. What? This is a foreign flick. Yeah, this is a foreign flick. This is interesting. All right, that sounds really good, actually. Like, see, I can see why, like, the score is as it is. And what else we got? We got Wonka. Wonka is out there as well. Wonka has a 66%. These scores are wow. But and here's the last one, because I'm gonna end off on see, they get better towards the end. There it is. The Poor Things is 87%. I'll read the synopsis now. That one seems interesting. I look, it has Willem Dafoe, Mark Ruffalo, and Willem Dafoe, and Emma Stone. I think she won a Golden Globe for this one. Yeah. The synopsis reads: Bella Baxter, played by Emma Stone, is brought back to life by a brilliant and unorthodox scientist, played by scientist Dr. Goodwin Baxter, played by Willem Dafoe. Under Baxter's protection, Bella is eager to learn. Hungry for the worldliness she is lacking, Bella runs off with Duncan Wedderburn, played by Mark Ruffalo, a slick and debauched lawyer, on a whirlwind adventure across the continents. Free from the prejudice of her times, Bella grows steadfast in her purpose to stand for equality and liberation. I mean, sounds interesting. Sounds really interesting. And lastly, the one I wanted to talk to you guys about before we sign off, I'm not doing comics. You know what? I'm going to do comics. Like, that'd be rude. Like, it's me coming back, doing it by myself, doing the old dance, the song into... I got nothing. This is American Faction. This is 81%. Oh, American Fiction. Sorry, American Fiction. 82%. I should have known that because people have been talking about this like crazy. The synopsis reads: Monk, played by Jeffrey Wright, is a frustrated novelist who's fed up with the establishment profiting from black entertainment that relies on tired and offensive tropes to prove his point. Monk uses his pen name to write an outlandish black book of his own, a book that propels him to the heart of hypocrisy and the madness he claims to disdain. Has a big cast. Has, of course, Jeffrey Wright, Therese Ellis Ross, John Ortiz, Erica Alexander, Leslie Uggams, Adam Brody, Keith David, Issa Rae, Sterling K. Brown. It just goes on and on. Like, seriously, like it's a heavy hand cast in this. Like, no joke. It's a pretty big cast. And outside of like Poor Things, it's probably like the highest rating of the week so far. Yeah, I think it has like. 82 is by Mansour Spade. That's 82% with Clive Owen. And you got American Fiction, 82%. And Poor Things has 87%. And The Zone of Interest. I don't know what the fuck The Zone of Interest is. I guess I'll read that one since it literally has like the highest percentage on here. And that synopsis reads: the commandant of Auschwitz, Rudolf Haas, and his wife Hedwig strive to build a dream life for their family in a house and garden next to the camp. That sounds dark as hell. All right. Okay. Leave it to a Nazi flick to get the highest rating on something. All right. So that's that on all that. All right. What the hell did I just walk into? Comics of the week. I've already talked about Ultimate Spider-Man #1 that came out this week. You got Action Comics number 1060. Wolverine, number 41. You got Miles Morales, Spider-Man, number 15. Green Lantern, number 7. You got Batman and Robin, issue number 5. So we can find an indie comic book out there for you guys. We are not talking about King Spawn. Until Todd McFarlane realized that he banked and made money off a Chadwick Boseman likeness and did nothing for charity, I would not be propping that motherfucker up. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. We got a Sacrifices, number 6. We got, what else? Fish Flies, number 4. Spider-Gwen Smash. That's with her and Dazzler. Issue number 2. Interesting. What is this? Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 2099. Issue number 2. So Miguel got a comic book coming back. That movie really propelled him a little bit. That's good. I didn't know about that. I've been off comic books for a while. Like, new stuff, way off. And you got Gang War, Luke Cage, issue number 3. That is your comics of this week. There's a lot of comics that came out this week, surprisingly. I didn't know. Who knew? This is usually the time where I talk about this, that, and the other, but I say that for the beginning. So lucky you got the good right in the beginning. I am D, your bounceable host. I needed to do a podcast by myself. I am going to post that podcast with Justin and I. It was good. The audio is wonky. I'm not going to lie to you. The audio is wonky. I'm going to get into a podcast with Justin and I. We're going to get different topics. I'm going to call him up and say, hey, man, I decided to post a podcast. Like, screw it. Just screw it. And I'm going to put it out there for the world to see, even though it sounds like a lawnmower on your end. This is me trying not to take stuff so serious like I have been. maybe that's like that. The silver lining that coming out of this departure is me loosening my belt a little bit and not getting myself so inside my head. Going to that gym really shook some things out of me, if I'm being honest. I may not talk about the relationship every single episode, but if the podcast that taught me anything is to make sure that I talk about stuff that I'm feeling. But, like, you know, make sure I focus on the agenda, which is the podcast. But I hope you guys do the same thing. Like, if you want to talk about something, just talk about it. I'll listen to it. Like, if it's in front of me, definitely I'll listen to it. If you make sure I can hear what's going on, I'll listen to it. So, this is the show. I'm D, FTO Podcast. Quirkless Wonder did the music. If you are having fun with FTO, make sure you check out TikTok. We reach 1,000 followers on there. Not even trying. Just be doing ridiculousness. That's probably the most organic amount of followers I've ever gotten is through TikTok. I'm not kidding you. Like, I did not do anything too extravagant, too big. I just bead myself. I should put that on a shirt. Just bead, B-E, apostrophe D, yourself. Bead yourself. So, do that. Until next time, guys, you have to take it easy. Hey guys, D here of FTO Nerd Talk. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends about FTO Nerd Talk. Got a lot of different shows for all of you. Make sure you tune in every week for a brand new episode. Take it easy.